Okay, now we are live on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Talk and Talk is a platform for conversation in English, Spanish, French, and Italian. This is an English immersion. We are here to talk, and everyone here is free to make mistakes. This is not an English class. If you want to have a class, we have here at Talk and Talk, and you can find more information on the website. I'm Mariana. I'm here to guide this conversation and to learn too. I study economics and data science. I like swimming, dancing, and I love chocolate. Today we're going to talk about food. I've put the questions in the chat, and I will split the class in break rooms. Please choose a leader. 1 second. Please, guys, click on the blue button and see you soon. Have a good conversation. Okay, with me, Isabel, Wesley, and Leticia. Isabel, can you introduce yourself?
Yes. So my name is Isabel. I'm 22 years old. I live in Florianópolis, Santa Catarina, and I'm born here as well. I live with my family. All my family lives here as well, my aunts, cousins. We have a big family. And I study graphic design at UDESC. And it's my final year in the university. So I'm doing the final projects and doing the final classes as well. And I work in areas too. I'm an internship now, participating in a marketing area. And I work from home as well.
Thank you, and you, Wesley.
Hello guys, my name is Wesley William. I have 29 years old. I am a data engineer. I live in Porto Alegre, Rio Grande do Sul. I have a computer science degree and post-graduation in data science and artificial intelligence. I am also owner of a backtesting platform. That's a project about finance. And that's it. I'm here learning, improving my English with you guys.
Thank you, and you, Leticia.
Okay, I'm Leticia. I live in Porto Alegre, and I'm 39 years old, and I'm a software developer, and I'm here one more week to improve my English and talk about food. It's a good topic we talk about.
Thank you. Wesley, can you read the second question, please, and answer?
Of course. I have to say, this topic is hard because I work with technology, right? And all my English is just technology, about technology. And food, it's a new topic, it's a new one, and I have to research some words because I don't use, I usually don't use those words in English.
Me too.
Yes, about the question, what's your favorite type of cuisine? Tell us about it. I am a vegetarian, right? So I have this restriction, but I like to eat some fancy food, right? The last one when I was in a restaurant here in Porto Alegre was a pasta of broccoli with cheese, and it's just pasta. But in daily basis, I don't eat a lot of fancy foods. I prefer to eat homemade foods because it's more, I can say, is better for our health, right? So and also is delicious as well if you know how to cook as well, right? And I prefer when I am eating homemade food, I prefer to eat more protein because it's important. I have this restriction. I don't eat meat, right? So I have to eat protein from my eggs, for example. But that's it. My favorite one is just pasta, but I have to avoid because carbo is not so much good for our health, right? And we have to have we need to have a balance to don't prejudice our health. That's it.
Thank you. And you, Leticia?
My favorite food, it's sugar. Okay, I like cakes and the other things involved in this. For example, peanuts and the, how can I say distillate in English? I don't know. And the chocolate. But okay, and in the other side, I like Brazilian food, and I think there is a mix of the different, how can I say, cultures in the same country, okay, because the different states, different regions, for example, and there is more variety of these foods and the fruits, vegetables, and the grains and the other things involved this.
Thank you. And you, Isabel?
Well, I would say Italian food, but when Leticia told about Brazilian food and what we do with different types of food here, I tend to agree with her. Because, for example, I like sushi. It's not an Italian food, logical, but I know, and people tell us as well, that sushi from Japan and other Asian country is different from here. And I don't know if I will like if I try someday, but I like sushi made here in Brazil. And we do some different things. We put cream cheese, another thing like that. I like pizza too here. I never went to Italy, but people tell us that pizza is different there. And here in Brazil, we put other ingredients and do in a different way. So I think I like Brazilian food because of that.
Thank you. My favorite food is chocolate. I wanted to live only with chocolate, but I can. So I would say Italian. I love everything with pasta, sauce, and lots of cheese. Pizza, cannelloni, lasagna. But I avoid too as Wesley because it's a lot of carbohydrate. And I love Brazilian food too, mainly picanha with farofa, pão de queijo e brigadeiro. I love everything. Leticia, can you read number 3?
Okay. Do you prefer cooking at home or going out to eat, and why? I prefer going out to eat, okay, because I'm a disaster. I don't know how can I say in English in a cookie, okay. And I like the self-service restaurants, okay, because I like to how can I say prepare my plate, for example, and And going out to eat, it's good because I didn't need to wash the dishes after. And it's a big problem when you cook in your home.
Yes, and you, Isabel.
Well, for me, depends, I think, because I like to go out, but because of the food and because I don't know the word in English, but convívio with friends and, for example, family when we go out, have this experience. So I like go out because of that. But in the routine, I think I prefer eat cooking at home, I think. Yeah, and control that part, control what I go eat all the days. I think in the routine, I prefer cooking at home. Yes.
And you, Wesley.
Well, I prefer to eat at comfort of my home, right? And I like to go out to eat when is a special occasion, for example, like a party or something. I also, if I don't have any food here, I ask for some vegetarian delivery, for example. That's it. I prefer to eat at my house as well because I have everything that I need here, right? So about the problem, as Leticia said, you have to wash your dishes after you eat the food and you are just cooking, right? And I solved this problem. Because I recently I bought a dishwasher. It's a machine that wash your dishes, and this changed our lives here, and it's amazing. And that's it. It becomes better. Becomes better because we have more time to do another things, for example, or just come here and speak English with you instead washing the dishes.
Okay. I prefer to eat at home, but I hate to cook. I hate cooking. I'm terrible as Leticia. If I am with my mom, I love it because I love her food, or I ask for delivery, and that's it. I don't like to cook, and wash the dishes too. I hate. Isabel, can you read the number 4?
Yes. What's the best meal you have ever had, and where did you have it? Well, for me, it's a difficult question because I don't remember. But some situations that I like very much a meal. For example, going to I don't know this word in English, rodízio. Sushi, rodízio de sushi. I like very much. And for example, in Christmas, or when we have a meet with the family, big family as well, and we have to prepare something and together eat a lot of food. I remember the situations that I like as well. And all the Christmas, my mom cooks, I don't know this word in English as well, but camarão com catupiry. It's a different cook where she used camarão, that I don't remember the word, and tomato sauce and catupiry as well. And we eat it with ice, and it's not French fries, but batata palha, but I forgot this name too. But I like very much this type of food as well when she prepared for these important dates for example, Christmas.
Thank you. And you, Wesley?
I think I have two examples to say. The first one is the one that I said before is a restaurant here in Porto Alegre, and it's basically Italian restaurant. They just have pasta there and all the types of the pasta, right? It's a little expensive there, and I don't use it to go there on daily basis, for example, because it's a little expensive. And the second one is one that I went every day. I went there. Is Eastern vegetarian food. Is also in Porto Alegre city, and it's amazing because all the foods are good. Was good. Was a long time that I don't go there, but as I remember, it was perfect food, very good food, and why that food was so good? Because of course it's very well prepared, right? Very well cooked. I don't know, and I think everything is good for us is bad for your health. Taste if the food tastes good, is bad for our health, right? For example, I don't know, sweets and sugar, sodium is another example. The first one that I said, the pasta restaurant, you can how can you say perceive? I don't know. You can perceive the sodium in the food. It's that this make the food better, taste better, right? So it's a thing that maybe is not so good for your health, right, in daily basis, and we have to avoid excess and having balance to eat this type of food. So I prefer to eat vegetables, eggs, right? Avoid the carbo, and I think that's it. Those two ones in Porto Alegre city.
Thank you. And you, Leticia?
It's the number 4 now. Okay. I didn't remember the best meal, but in general, the meals when people cook for me, it's the best because I'm a terrible in the cooking. Oh my God. Okay. And I dislike sushi. Okay. I try one day, but I dislike it. And for example, when I was working in downtown in Porto Alegre, there is 3 good restaurants I'm going to, and it's a self-service, and I like it because the taste and the variety of the foods, and I can choose with this kind of the food, and it's the best for me. But it's okay, because I dislike cooking, and when other people cooks, it's the best. The taste, it's it's the best for me.
Yeah, I agree. For me, I had a pizza with canastra cheese and pesto na pizzeria. It was the best pizza in my life. It's made in a wood-fired oven, finally, with a thin crust, and I love this mixture of cheese and pesto. I didn't find another pizzeria working with pesto and canastra, and it's called the Forneria Urbana in São Paulo. And I recommend if you are in São Paulo. Leslie, can you read the next?
Yes. It's the 5, right?
Yes.
Are there any foods that you don't like or that you use it to dislike but have grown to enjoy over time? What? I don't know, maybe vegetables. When you are just a child, generally the kids don't like a vegetable so much, right? So I love broccoli. I love, and when I ask some pizza, I ask Margarita, my wife. She enjoys a lot, and uh, broccoli. But she dislikes broccoli, and I ask half of broccoli, half of Margarita, and then I I take some Margarita for her. But and the foods that I don't like, beef tongue. I don't know how to say that. It's a língua de boi. It's when I was a kid, my parents used it to say, "Oh, eat all this food," and I don't like it. I was just a child. I don't like to eat this one, but my parents used it to say that eat all the food, and I grew up disliking all the mainly the beef tongue. It's horrible. I don't know, and I think that's it.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. And you, Leticia?
There is one food I didn't like in the past. I think the name is green pea, okay? Ervilha, okay? And I dislike it when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, but when I discover one kind of this, it's good and I eat now, okay? But there is a lot of industry foods I don't eat anymore. For example, sausage and how can I say, like nuggets, okay, the other kind of the food. And in the past, I eat this, but now, oh my God, it's terrible for me.
And you, Isabel?
Well, for me, for example, I eat these kinds of food because we need to, for example, vegetables, but I prefer to cook, not to eat fresh. Oh God, I forgot the name. Lettuce. Lettuce I don't like, but but I like tomatoes. And there's a food that I don't like when I was a child, but nowadays I like very much corn. I like very much corn. And let me think. Well, when I was a child, I didn't like I forgot the name in English, temperos. But for example, it's a kind of, I don't know if it is term correct, lettuce, manjericão, for example. I didn't like when I was a child, but nowadays I like too much. Putting a tomato sauce, I really like. And I think is that the food that I remember.
Thank you. And me, when I was a child, I didn't like anything. I was very selective. I don't know, selective kid. And I didn't try anything. So I don't know if I would like, but now as an adult, I like vegetables and legumes. Oh, legumes, yes. And my favorite pizza is broccoli pizza, as Leslie. It's so good. And ate these days broccoli, a pastel of broccoli, very good too, and pizza de rúcula. Also, so nowadays I like all vegetables and legumes. Leticia, can you read the next?
Okay, number 6. What Brazilian food would you recommend to a foreign friend? I think it depends the range, the region, or with the other foreign has, or for example, but I think it's the common in Brazil. It's rice and beans, okay, and depends on the state. It's a different names. For example, rice and beans, okay, and if people don't have a problem with eat meal, beef and the other things in Porto Alegre, it's good the barbecue. It's totally different than the other kinds of the world, for example, and I think it is.
Thank you, and you, Isabel.
Well, I agree with Leticia, depends of the region, but in the general and the most common foods that I recommended, it's like beans and rice, the common PF, and pão de queijo, coxinha, something like that. But if this person comes to, for example, my city, I recommend it, and these people have to go to a seafood restaurant and try to go to public market here in my city as well, because we have a lot of typical foods there. And I think that depends on the region, but we have these common types of food that all Brazilians eat, and it's very good too.
And you, Wesley.
The basic ones, beans and rice, right? And I don't know another ones, but maybe a drink, for example, chimarrão. It's a drink from here, from Rio Grande do Sul, right? And it's awesome. I like to drink chimarrão. And I don't know if I would to recommend, but as I think Leticia said, the barbecue here from the Porto Alegre or Rio Grande do Sul in general, because it will become weird, right? Vegetarian recommended a barbecue from his country. It's weird, but a long time ago I used it to eat meat. It's more than 10 years, I think, and it's good, right? And I don't have any problems with that, but that's it.
I want to eat a barbecue from south of Brazil. Everyone says that is amazing. I've never tried, and I would recommend this kind of food that you said, and picanha, pão de queijo, coxinha, and brigadeiro, because I love sweet. Wesley, can you read the next?
Yes. Do you have any culinary secrets? Tell us about it then. I don't know, maybe prepare your food with cautions, how I can say. Don't be rushed to cook, right? You have to have patience to make food, and you have to follow the order of the ingredients as well, and you don't have to rush to cook. For example, cooking in low level of the fire, I don't know how to say that, low level of the fire on your stove, and to to avoid to saturate your food, right? If I cooking, for example, eggs, just put the fire down. I don't know if I can say that. Just decrease the level of the fire to avoid saturation, because if you saturate your eggs, for example, it will becomes saturate fat, and it's bad for our health, for example. And all the foods as well, like rice and another ones. I think it's my main secret, just have patience, right? Don't be rushed when you are cooking. I think that's it. The main ingredient is for me is patience.
Nice, thank you. And you, Leticia?
Okay. I dislike cooking, but I cook in my home, okay? And because I mean, okay, I think I have one secret in my life cooking. It's there is a pen with timer. Okay, it's the best. It's the best for me because I mean sometimes I'm so confused when I have 2 or 3 pens in the cooktop, for example. Okay, and the timer it's the best option to avoid forgot the cookie in the cooktop, for example, because one day I forgot this, oh my God, or in the oven, for example. I think it's my best secret.
And you, Isabel?
Well, the culinary secrets or tricks that I learned with my mom, because she's very good cook. And it's like tricks for types of foods. For example, with risotto, she tells me that you need to use a caldo, caldo made by in your home. For example, when you cook all the legumes and then you take this broth, it's very important to have a good risotto. And for example, good ingredients as well. She tells me that it's very important to do some types of foods, and the temperature of the oven, I don't understand in English, but para aquecer, it's important as well to do kinds of food. And I remember that it's a truth that she tells me that's important to do in the different foods, but actually some kinds of these truths we can use to cook all the foods we want. So I think is that in my case.
Thank you. I don't have any secrets because I don't understand anything about cook. So I can't answer this question. Leticia, can you read the next?
Okay. Have you ever tried any unusual or exotic foods? And if so, what did you think of them? If not, would you like to try some? Okay. 2 years ago, how can I explain this? I made my first chocolate cake, okay? And I read the recipe probably 3 or 4 times, and I try one time, okay? It's so good, and I tried the second time for my birthday, okay? And okay, it's not very good, but it's unusual cooking. I try one day in my life, and okay, it's enough.
And you, Isabel?
Well, I don't remember if I ate exotic foods, but I remember, for example, when I was young and I didn't like sushi. In this period, for me, sushi is exotic food, and I try someday. But now I like, and it's more common than in this period when I tried the first time. But I remember that I just watched. I never tried to eat, but I watched a video in YouTube. People prepared pepino do mar, but I think it's that kind of animal because I don't know if I'm correct, but it's an animal lives in I forgot the name, concha, and it's a exotic animal, and you don't understand the structure of the animal, but these people knows how to prepare, and when you watch, you think, wow, this is a very exotic food, and they eat fresh this animal. So I think for me, and I remember that it's the most exotic food that I watched, but I never tried.
And you, Wesley?
I don't remember any unusual or exotic food. I don't know. Maybe if you have to say you want maybe banana pancakes. I don't know. I use it to make it, and it's awesome. You use banana, of course. You use eggs and aveia. I don't know how to say that in English. And it's and of course patience, right? You have to have some patience, and it becomes very delicious. If you put some, I don't remember the name English, canela. If you put some canela as well, it becomes better. It tastes very well. Uh, and about if I maybe try any exotic food, I don't see any problem as long as it don't have any meat as an ingredient, right? I don't have any problem about that.
Thank you. I've never, because I don't like to try new food, but unusual food that I like is eggshell, casca de ovo. I don't know why I like it. I'm crazy, and that's it. I think I'm want to try exotic food, for example.
But how do you eat shell egg? I don't know. How do you prepare?
No, after break,
Mm-hmm.
I wash it.
That's it.
Yes. That's crazy. I don't know why. Since I was a child, I like it.
Interesting.
Yes, when my mother was cooking, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
Try.
Okay.
I think it's good. I think there is protein. I think. And well, Wesley, can you read the next?
Yes. Do you have any dietary restrictions or food allergies that affect your food choice? Tell us about it. As I said before, just I don't eat meat, right? It's my restriction, and also I don't eat coffee. I stopped to drink coffee a few years ago. I don't remember how much time, but I don't eat meat more than 10 years. And about the choices, it just how I see the world, right? It's how I can say, it's aggregations of É soma de algumas coisas. For example, a spiritual thing, about the animals, for example, as well. It's not about one point, right? It's about different ones, and I don't know. It's like I see the world. It's my vision, right? And about the coffee that I stopped to drink is it was an experiment because I used to drink a lot of coffee every day, and I was thinking and testing myself if well, maybe I will try to stop to drink coffee, and maybe I can, maybe I don't can. I will test myself. So I tried, and since then I don't drink coffee anymore. I just stopped it, and I think is a good thing as well for healthy because the coffee it's a stimulant, right? And for me, my mind, I have focus on my mind. I don't need these stimulus to increase my focus, for example. And I feel happy with that. But I have to confess, when I smell some coffee on the air, I just appreciate the smell, right? Because it smells so good, and of course we remember about our childhood when the smell of coffee was very present as well, and it's like a very positive thing for me, the smell of coffee. And but I don't drink because I put on myself this this restriction. But that's it.
Oh my God. And you, Leticia?
I I don't have allergy with different foods, but along the years, I restrictions eat some industrial things, for example. Sausage, it's one example, and the other kinds like this, okay? And because for example, my father had a bar, for example, in the past, and sometimes I may work with them, and I love the fast food, for example, and sometimes my lunch or my dinner it was a hot dog, for example, or other fast food like this, and I remember in the past I eat a lot the I don't I don't even remember the name, okay, but it's like a nuggets, but it's not a small, it's a bigger. And because it's the environment in the past, and I now it's terrible for me to the smell around this. Okay, oh, it's better for me because I remember it is past. For example, I like coffee, and probably I don't use sugar in the coffee around for 10 years. Okay, and I use more fresh grains. I don't know the names in English. Okay, and because it's the taste it's different, and I think it is.
And you, Isabel?
Well, I don't have restrictions, but I need to stop eat a lot of foods that prepare with milk or drink milk as well. But I don't respect it. It's not a big problem for me, but I just have sometimes I have situations that it's uncomfortable, but it's not a big problem. But maybe if I don't respect that restriction in the future, that came a big problem. I don't know. But nowadays I don't have any dietary or restrictions food, and I don't have allergy as well. for foods.
I'm the same as Isabel. I have a little of restrictions with milk, lactose. So when I eat or drink something like that, I have to take a medicine. But that's it. Hello again, guys. Diego, Leandro, and Jacqueline.
Hello.
How was the conversation?
Hello.
Hello. Oh, good. About food.
It's good.
I'm hungry.
I'm
hungry right
now. Because
Yeah.
Diego is very expert to describe
Master
the
chef.
meal.
Really?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I described to them about the Northeast food, yes. Carne de sol with macaxeira and very good juice, natural juice that they have there. Cajá juice and I don't know, graviola juice, bolo de rolo. The Northeast cuisine is so good, yes. I really like it.
Yes, I agree.
Mhm.
And you, Jacqueline, what's your favorite type of food?
For me, it's Italian cuisine is better for me. But I love so much now the north of Brazil and the north east is good too. Brazil, the Brazilian food is great too. Yeah. But the piqui and the pamonha is the
Yes,
best.
very
Yes.
good. Cheese bread, yes, cheese bread, it's so good.
Yes. And for you, Leandro?
I agree with Diego and Jacqueline. The North food is so good. I like, and the Brazilian food is for me is the best.
Thank you. And for you, Diego, one kind of food, North?
Yes, I really like Italian food. For me, it's so good all the time. But if you are, I don't know, in a very hot summer, very good barbecue. Isabel is from the south of Brazil, and she agreed with me about it. Yes, because a very good barbecue with beer around a swimming pool, it's so good in the hotter days, yes, hot days. But Italian food is very good too. Yes, I really like Italian food.
Yeah.
In the I don't remember Centro-Oeste. How can I say?
I don't know.
Mm.
West Center.
West.
West
Yeah.
Center. West Center.
The barbecue is similar with Sul.
Interesting. Because there are a lot of people from South, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, the
Migration
farmers.
for them.
Yes.
And there they drink tereré.
Yeah.
It's like chimarrão, but cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, the Americans use the chimarrão tereré.
Ah.
Yeah.
Here in South, I don't live in Rio Grande do Sul, but here in south of Brazil, we have the influence of barbecue from Argentina and from Uruguay. So we have these two experiences too.
Yes,
Very, very good. I like very much.
So, it's so good, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's delicious. Guys, I have put the server